Hi, what's up? My name is Adam, and you are on Cyber Raccoon channel. Today I'm going to tell you about the best travel games. Watch the video to the end, subscribe our channel, and you will always be aware of what to play today. Journey. An interactive adventure in which not the result is important, but the path that has to be covered towards the goal. Peering into the distant silhouette of the mountain on the horizon, the silent pilgrims embark on an exciting journey, glued together from images and hypnotic sounds. From hot sands to snow-capped peaks, Journey is a small, fleeting, yet intense life. Runaway, a road adventure. Connoisseurs of rare classics should not ignore the adventures of a physics student and his charming companion, who, by coincidence, embarked on an eventful road trip with a bunch of gangsters on their tail. If you like the Hollywood romance of the 2000s, this point-and-click quest will give you a lot of positive impressions. Shenmue. In front of the protagonist's eyes, the father is killed by a mysterious martial artist, and the guy decides to master new techniques of hand-to-hand combat at all costs in order to take revenge on the antagonist. In pursuit of the villain, Ryo first wanders the streets of Japan, then goes to the center of the Middle Kingdom, and in the last episode, together with a new girlfriend, he plunges into rural life in the Chinese province. Jalopy's hero travels through a procedurally generated world in an old interactive car. Players will have to take care of the Iron Horse and improve it whenever possible, and in return it will carry you along the sultry highways, will not stall on deserted night highways, withstand blizzards and downpours so that you can visit as many cities and countries as possible. SYBERIA is another iconic quest in the steampunk setting, created by the efforts of the most talented artists and screenwriters. Together with the charming Kate and her friends, the players will visit many states of the fairy world. The entire trilogy is one continuous journey with riddles, colorful characters, fantastic inventions, and exciting stories. Tomb Raider. For more than 25 years of history, the athlete, archaeologist, and beauty Lara Croft managed to visit Atlantis and meet living prehistoric lizards, find the key of Solomon and the source of eternal life. Wherever ancient civilizations once flourished or, according to legends, could exist, the girl managed to leave her mark. Pioneer of third-person action games, Tomb Raider is arguably the most action-packed PC adventure game in its genre. Journey to the Savage Planet. Your astronaut survives a hard landing on an uncharted planet. The ship is broken around an ecosystem alien to humans with many bizarre life forms. According to the mission, the hero has to collect as much data as possible and find a way to repair the ship. It's a humorous journey through a multi-layered, colorful world of crafting, exploration, and co-op. Life is Strange 2. If the first part of the game from .No Entertainment is devoted to immersion in the everyday life of provincial American students, then the sequel is made in the style of a road movie. The two brothers embark on an exhilarating journey through the Northwest United States when the elder discovers the younger's incredible telekinetic abilities. Players will find atmospheric scenery and difficult situations in which they will have to act for sure. Truck Simulator. A series of trucker simulators in which players take long voyages across the lands of Europe and the United States. Thanks to diligent designers, you have the opportunity to enjoy elaborate landscapes, visit historical sites, and visit many countries. Moreover, recently, developers have been experimenting with points of interest that focus the attention of drivers on natural and man-made monuments. Brothers, A Tale of Two Sons. And here is another story about fraternal mutual assistance. Two guys from the fantasy world are leaving on a long journey to find a panacea for a terrible disease that is slowly killing their father. The interactive quest is designed for two people. A kind, instructive, and very beautiful adventure with many simple puzzles tied to brothers working together. Microsoft Flight Simulator. The new project from the Flight Simulator series deservedly appeared in the game tops of 2020. Anyone who is interested in the sky can feel like a real pilot of a small or large aircraft here. Despite the strict mechanics and many technical conventions, this is primarily a huge sandbox, in which you can go on a free journey across our vast planet and enjoy its views from a height of flight. SNOWRUNNER. A great game about cargo transportation in difficult road conditions with authentic physics, unruly nature and atmosphere of travel. Drivers will have to work near Michigan lakes, explore Alaska, to get through the Timer bogs, fulfill contracts in Canada, and enjoy the northern lights on the Kola Peninsula. "80 Days. Inspired by the acclaimed novel by Jules Verne, 80 Days is a gorgeous text game that takes players on an action-packed journey around the world. You have to visit hundreds of cities, meet a wide variety of people, and hear thousands of amazing stories. Outer Wilds. I don't think the top travel games can do without the award-winning independent adventure Outer Wilds. An ambiguous, changeable, and highly atmospheric game will invite you to a space exploration program in which players will visit several unlike moons and planets, solve many exciting puzzles, and try to break out of the time loop. What Remains of Edith Finch. Perhaps the most unusual of the travels presented on the list is for the players who decide to visit the old mansion of the Finch family. The object for research will be the personal worlds of each of its inhabitants, who once lived happily together under one fancy roof. This game will surely resonate with dreamy, imaginative minds. Spiritfarer. The hand-drawn indie game Spiritfarer features Stella, the ferryman, who helps the souls of the dead make their way to a better world. Together with her, players move through mysterious waters, explore a stunningly beautiful world, and meet vivid characters, each of which has its own touching story. Kentucky Route Zero. A mystical journey in the style of the works of David Lynch along a secret highway that runs in the area of Kentucky. Over the course of 5 acts, you will enjoy a magnificent audiovisual performance and observe from the sidelines the life of a wide variety of people and communities living somewhere at the crossroads of worlds. The Longest Journey. Adventure Quest. In the top of old school point-and-click games, this game deserves a place in the top 3. And all thanks to the superbly worked out plot and several amazing worlds between which the main character moves. Someone is closer to the classic game of the series, someone loves Dreamfall more, but most will unanimously agree that the journey through The Longest Journey is one of the most memorable. No Man's Sky. The list of games about travel on PC certainly asked for the magnificent No Man's Sky, the main essence of the gameplay of which boils down to endless wandering through the vast universe, exploring planets, searching for minerals and crafting. Free add-ons, online play, VR headset included. A relaxed voyage through colorful space worlds is the best vacation for a real astronaut. The Crew. The racing franchise, run by Ubisoft, invites racers to take part in road, air, and water competitions. And these games were included in our list for the reason that both have a free ride mode around the world. If you are bored with racing, you can at any time go on a scenic trip from Los Angeles to Miami, visit New York, Detroit, or Las Vegas. Uncharted. As a bonus material, we decided to remind you about the magnificent Fantastic series from Naughty Dog, exclusive to the Sony PlayStation gaming platforms. Together with Nathan Drake, players travel to exotic corners of the planet in search of legendary treasures and mythical states. The project includes 4 numbered parts, a spin-off, as well as a PlayStation Vita prequel, CCG, and a mobile puzzle. If your favorite game is not included in this list, write in the comments. Thanks for watching. Subscribe our channel, press like, turn on notifications, and you will always be aware of what to play today.